Are you using ClassPoint or are you interested in starting to? Well, either way, we have 11 do's and don'ts for you guys to make the most out of teaching with ClassPoint in your classroom. Number 1, do personalize your user profile. When students join your ClassPoint class, they see both your name and a profile image on their device. You can completely update these to make your class all your own. To change your name and update that preset image that ClassPoint has on your account, you can click on the user button in the ClassPoint ribbon. From there, go ahead and change that name, upload an image from your desktop, and students will feel more connected to your class. Number 2, don't stick to only one question type. If you're using the same question over and over and over again, students are going to get bored and the magic of interacting and sharing their knowledge or opinions will start to wear. Switching up your question types and even how you use them, setting a timer or not, showing responses or not, showing the correct answer and leaderboard after every competition quiz are all different ways that you can set up these questions to keep students interested and on their toes during class. So don't forget to plan ahead and even use the quick poll and pick a name features to spice things up a little bit. Plus, all these different question types make sure that you're reaching every student. Every classroom is filled with students that learn in completely different ways. So adding in those different question types like writing versus drawing or getting students to move around the classroom all ensure that every level of learning is being hit for the students. Number 3, do customize whiteboard backgrounds. The whiteboard tool is another way for you to engage students, so use these backgrounds to your advantage. From grid paper to maps to creative borders or Bitmojis, use backgrounds that support your material or just simply look nice. Make sure you test them out before class and avoid low resolution images as they're only going to take away from the lesson. To customize these whiteboard backgrounds, just go ahead and click on the Customize Whiteboard Backgrounds button in the ClassPoint ribbon. From there, you have 6 different slots to fill with your own images, or you guys can use any of the preset images that ClassPoint has. When you go into presentation mode, you'll see all of your changes updated. Number 4, start each class with a new class code. When you're beginning class and have your PowerPoint open and ready to go, ensure that you have a fresh new class code. If this is your first class of the day, it's already done. But if you have some classes back to back, open up the My Class dialog and get a new class code to ensure that each class is starting fresh. This will kick out any of the old students and all of your new students can join in for a class just for them. Number 5, do have students use their real name. Not only is ClassPoint an engagement tool, but it's also a formative assessment tool. You can use ClassPoint to record the student data and then give them grades. So to make sure that this is done accurately, you do need students to join with their real name. If you notice any students that don't have their real name, you can always go ahead, open up that My Class dialog by clicking on the class code and just removing them and asking them to rejoin. Number 6, do create an enjoyable learning environment. You can use any of ClassPoint questions to make learning fun, different, and positive every single day. With low-risk competitions, students can be scored and ranked against each other to bring a competitive spirit into the classroom. With that, their motivation will soar, keeping them engaged a little bit longer. To get students ready for a competition, you can use any of ClassPoint questions to use as an icebreaker and get them nice and warmed up. Number 7, don't show student responses until everyone has submitted their own. Sometimes it's fun or inspiring for students to see their classmates' responses before they go ahead and submit their own, especially with questions like word cloud. But other times, you might want to gauge students' understanding or challenge them to think outside of the box. When that's the case, you want to make sure to keep the responses hidden until the question is closed. This way, you know all the students has submitted their answer all on their own, not being influenced by somebody else. You can automatically minimize the ClassPoint response window when you're setting up your questions with the play options. Otherwise, if you're already presenting in the response window, you can just click the eye icon. It will automatically go ahead and hide those responses. Otherwise, just manually minimize the window, and once all the responses are in, go ahead, open it back up, and close the question. Number 8, praise student successes and their improvements. When students participate in an activity or get an answer right, praise them. Your encouragement lets them know that they're on the right track and encourages them to keep moving forwards. Your mood and encouragement has an effect on the whole class, so don't forget to reward them with your approval and your satisfaction, especially when you see them improving. With ClassPoint, you can go ahead and do this by having any student that has a really great answer a like on their submission. Number 9, don't fault students for making mistakes. A classroom environment where students are comfortable enough to make mistakes and take risks is an excellent one. Teaching students how to handle getting things wrong, evaluating where they went wrong, and then going ahead and trying again will help them for years to come. To help with this, have discussions about the responses once they're submitted. You can go ahead and give a like to any of the responses that you want to discuss, toggle by those selected answers, and then go ahead and start your discussion. To make students a little bit more comfortable with this exercise, you can always go ahead and hide those participant names when you're setting up the question. Number 10, don't set unrealistic activities with limited class time. It's a constant battle to fit in every activity and every piece of a lesson into one class period. It's often hard to judge how long an activity will take students to complete, but it's really important to set those timers and keep those activities realistic. Rushing students through an activity only adds pressure and does not give them a comfortable enough space to work. There is a time and a place for time-pressured activities, but not every activity should be one. On the other hand, if students have too much time for an activity, they'll begin goofing off and distracting others in class. So you have to find that perfect balance. With ClassPoint, you guys can go ahead and set a timer on the interactive questions from the side question panel when you're setting up the question. If you did not plan perfectly, you can always add time right from the response window, or if you added too much time, you can just go ahead and close it early and move on to the review. Okay, last one. Number 11, do share your slides with students after class for them to review. After your class is completed with ClassPoint, you can instantly share your slides with your students. Just go ahead, click on that Share PDF icon in the ClassPoint ribbon, and students will be sent your slides, allowing them to save them as a PDF. Anyone not joined in your class can scan the QR code and do the same thing. Any results, annotations, or added whiteboard slides that were added throughout the lesson will be in that file so that students have all the information needed when they go to review the slides. And that's all we have. For more ClassPoint and EdTech tips and tricks with me, Sarah from Inkno, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, that way you're updated whenever we release a new video. For more ideas on the best ways to use ClassPoint, try using it with your favorite EdTech tools like Canva or Flipgrid.